Because Chris had just left drama school, so.
Yeah, I'd never done...
And you'd done a bunch of auditions, right?
I'd auditioned for like probably 70 projects, but nothing had stuck.
I'm amazed that you didn't get snapped up, so I was just sort of
Yeah.
so relieved that,
So
there
relieved.
you were,
Yeah.
you were out there and undiscovered, and it was a great moment. Well, I love the idea of doing Dalí in the 70s, because everyone associates him with the 1930s and the surrealism and the past, and the fact that he was very active, and he knew Alice Cooper and was making art with Alice Cooper, and he was going to, nightclubs, and he was really, Dalí in his 70s, he was out there. And I was young in New York in the late 70s, so to me this was a chance to recreate a time I love.
Well, I remember seeing the audition in my email and showing it to a friend, and I was like, this is so cool. I was like, this is brilliant, and then I read the script, I was like, it's wonderful. I was like, too bad I'm never gonna do it. Because Sir Ben was already attached, and a lot of people were already attached, and it just seemed like so much bigger than me, which it is, it still is to this day.
For various reasons, we were a week into production and we didn't have a James. Mm-hmm. And so, because someone had dropped out, so I was scouring and I went through all the drama school showcases. And from A and then got to P, Pace University. And what was great was when I saw Chris's photo, it's like, he looks perfect. It's too good, he will not be able to act. And then he sent in his first tape, and it was like, this is James. It was perfect.
What helped a lot were just the parallels of my own life and James's life, because James is going through something, as I was saying sort of before, there's just so much bigger than him, and there's so much to take in, and it's everything he loves, He's a beautiful part of the story, and just the way he is able to see the world, so I was able to do that. Just the people that you admire, and the curiosity like I have about other actors I respect, and James's curiosity about artists he respects, and it was just sort of all there in front of me. I just had to be willing to pull it.
Especially when you're doing, because I've made 2 films about artists, visual artists, Warhol and Dalí, who are very connected, and Warhol actually learned a great deal from Dalí about, persona. It's almost impossible to illustrate the creative process, and I think the best way is to come at it in an oblique angle, not directly through the person, but through the eyes of someone looking at them, experiencing them. There is a very strong dynamic that you get when you only have 25 days to shoot. And in a way, there's no room for temperament. There's no room for, a lot of self-indulgence on my part. You really have to keep up a fast pace, which I think does help the actors and probably helped you, because you can't really break concentration and you can't break character, apart from like it's a break at lunch, or maybe you'll get a cup of coffee, but you're basically charging through. And I do think that creatively, there's an engine that helps.